Here from Carrasco Sports Gear. And this particular vlog is actually tied to a podcast I originally had produced about a month or two ago. And it's basically, I'll give you the title of it. It's why taking a $200,000 pay cut was the best decision of my life. And what it was about is just me telling my story in terms of me leaving my corporate job and starting my own small business. And so, in terms of context relative to the dollars, it's an accurate statement. My last year leaving Cisco, I was making a base salary of $170,000 and would make approximately 30 to 70,000 in bonus money annually. So, my last year prior to leaving in 2013, I made $240,000. And today I pay myself a whopping $39,000 a year. Now, again, to put some context around the dollars, first to get, you're kind of looking at, it's a lot of money. Well, we live in Silicon Valley, so if you're not familiar with the cost of living here, a six-figure income is actually fairly common, and actually in parts of our community, a figure income for a family of four is actually considered low income. So that puts things in perspective, but I was paid very well and had a career of over 20 years in corporate security and left Cisco in a position as a senior manager for protective services. And I'd performed very well. I was an X-rated employee, meaning I was a highest performer or highest rated employee, and so was paid accordingly based upon my performance. However, that came at a cost, and it's important to understand that that commitment that I had to make to Cisco and my director was one of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I carried my passport in my back pocket because at any moment's notice I would be required to travel, and the commitment that I had made to the company and the expectations were that I put Cisco first before my family. So from a quality of life standpoint, I decided to change my life and walk away from that corporate job, and it was an easy decision. I have two small children at the time, around 5, 6 years old of age. They are now 8 and 6 years old. It's been about 3.5 years since I've left. But the point I'm making is there was things that I was missing out on in terms of their lives, and as they were coming along and growing. They're small now, but think about those things that they're happening in their lives that are firsts. And I was missing some of those. And so again, from the standpoint of making that decision, it was real easy to make that decision and leave because of the quality of life, areas in which I was trying to improve myself. So again, the focus here is understanding and prioritizing what's important to you. It is a great deal of money in terms of going from over $200,000 to about 40. And don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but wish I was making Cisco money, right? Hopefully one day we'll be able to do that. I think that the challenge for me in moving forward is looking at what we can do to hopefully continue to grow our business and do what we need to do to work with our customers. But even bigger than that, it's something that I've actually created in terms of the business to hopefully that my family, my sons, will continue long after I perhaps stop working in the business. So again, we're trying to create something that's going to sustain itself, excuse me. But the idea of leaving so much money or so, again, that financial stability for me was an easy decision. It's not easy for everyone. But again, focus in and prioritize what's important to your life. There's things that I'm experiencing now with my children that I could have never done given the commitment level that I was required to do with Cisco. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, comment on the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel to hear other business ideas, challenges, and just things that are coming along in terms of my business that I think I can help others with, and obviously the mistakes that I've made along the way, share with you, so that if you decide to actually move on from a corporate job or something similar and get into small business, I'm here, and I'll try to help in any way I can. Thanks.